welcome to my channel. This video is a DIY St. Patrick's Day video along with a couple recipes. I've got a little bit of healthy, a little bit of sweet, and also a DIY gift idea and a gift idea for yourself as well, because it is always important to pamper yourself. So to help you guys get into the St. Patrick's Day spirit a little bit, let's go ahead and get started. Woo! I went shopping today and I bought a lot of stuff over here. We got some coconut oil. We got some sequins. I have no idea why I bought these fucking sequins. They were sparkling and they were calling to me and I had to have them. So the first thing I'm making is an Irish cream sugar scrub. It is a full body scrub. They're going to go in these super cute tiny little mason jars. This is going to be a perfect gift for yourself and also friends and family. Since I'm making extras, I'm going to be making more than usual. The recipe usually calls for 1 cup of sugar, but I'm gonna go ahead and use 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of instant non-fat dry milk. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna be doing 1.5 cups of coconut oil, cut to in about like 10 minutes once this is totally filled up. 1 cup down, and I'm gonna add 1 more 1/2 cup. Next, it is around 6 drops, 6 to 8 drops of peppermint extract. I'm gonna do a few drops of green. Then you're gonna mix this all together. So it turns out we need a little bit more green in here, and I added a tiny bit more coconut because it needed it. So I'm gonna do like 5 more drops of that. The mixing's not going so well with a spoon, so I'm gonna call in the big guns. Ta-da! This is a must-have. Turbo. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm pretty sure shit's just gonna go everywhere. I'm so awkward. I could never host a cooking show. Good thing there's YouTube. Now that we have this, it smells amazing. Now that we have this, the perfect green color and consistency, you are going to package it in super cute jars. I've cut some ribbon. This is just some like sheer green ribbon that I got from Michael's. It was, I think, 99 cents. These are a couple little name tags that I'm gonna put on here to say what it is and put the person's name, and that will go right on front. They stick on there. These are from Michael's. They were also about $1. You're gonna need like a metallic Sharpie or something like that to write on here because it is black. And I got some fun fucking stickers that I found at Michael's too, and they were 99 cents. I'm gonna take these little ribbons and just tie this on here. It'll work better for you if you have a smaller pen. This is kind of large for this. Now that I've got all the labels on there, I'm just gonna grab these funky little stickers and just put them on the tops here. And here's the finished product. These are super cute and fun to give out as gifts, so enjoy that. And now we're moving on to something you can actually eat. Next, I'm gonna show you how to make this awesome grape and yogurt parfait. These are some of the things you're gonna need. You're gonna need a mason jar. You're going to need a green apple. I used grapes because these are green, but you can use any other type of green fruit. I think the only other one is like kiwi. I cut these into 4s. So you're also gonna need a knife to cut your grapes, a spoon, a cutting board, a bowl, Greek yogurt. I chose this Greek yogurt because it doesn't have any artificial flavors or any weirdness in it. It also has 20 grams of protein. This parfait is a great morning snack on the go. I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of protein granola on top. This is a cup in here. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this in here. I also forgot to say that I was gonna add a little bit of food coloring to the yogurt. I want everything to be freaking green. I think about 3 drops is gonna do it. So now I've got this as green as I'd like it. I'm gonna carefully put this like in the bottom as my first layer. If you have one of those like cake squeezy thingies that you use for frosting, I would suggest using one of those. You can get it at Michael's. I'm ill prepared and do not have one, so here we go. Then I'm gonna Sprinkle some granola on there. Next, we're gonna do a layer of grapes. And another layer of yogurt. It's looking pretty freaking delicious. Let's see if I can finish this without eating this. And I'm gonna add a couple grapes on top and a couple pieces of granola. Okay, so for the garnish, you are going to ignore all the parts that I screwed up right here, and I'm gonna cut the back off of this one. I'm gonna cut this little edge off and cut like a big chunk out of it like that. And it's gonna sit right on there like so. Oh, hi. And we're done. Here it is. If you like your yogurt like a little thicker, more like kind of like gelato, you can pop this sucker in the freezer for a little bit too. Next, we are doing a shamrock shake, and it's got all these exciting ingredients in it over here. I'm gonna make one for myself and my fiance, so I'm gonna use 2 mason jars. These are little cute paper straws. I got these from Michael's for like $5. You're gonna need some green food coloring again. You're gonna need some sprinkles of your choice, whatever kind you like. These have little shamrocks, and I thought they were super fun. You're gonna need some almond milk. If you don't like almond milk, you can use like whole milk or regular milk, whatever kind of like liquid you like to put in with a milkshake is gonna be perfect. You're gonna need a blender. You're gonna need a spoon. I honestly don't even have an ice cream scoop, so this is gonna work for me today. You're gonna need some mint chocolate chip ice cream, and you're gonna need a napkin and a little shallow dish of water. Okay, so the water totally didn't work to stick these to the outside of this because I didn't try it before I started filming this. Genius. So I'm gonna use some agave. I think this will be perfect. If you have a paintbrush, this might be a better way to do this. So once you have a little bit of that on there, you're just going to brush it along the outside and a little bit of the inside. And you're gonna dip this in. I am going in with the mint chocolate chip ice cream. I'm gonna do about 2 scoops per jar. So I'm gonna do like about 4 scoops. This isn't quite green enough for me for St. Patrick's Day, so I'm gonna add about 3 drops of this just to make it a little bit more green. Add about a ½ cup of almond milk. Don't forget to put the lid on because I have totally tried to make a shake before and I forgot to put the lid on. And guess what happened? Yeah, hours of cleanup literally went everywhere. If your blender looks anything like this Blendtec one, you have ice cream milkshake right there. So this is all ready to go. I'm gonna choose the pink ones because I love the color pink. And finished. All right guys, that concludes my St. Patrick's Day video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me and have an awesome St. Patrick's Day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. How the hell is anyone supposed to get into these? They're all, hey, we're gonna put a super tiny plastic piece way in here and hide cameras in your house and watch you fucking try and get it open. Green beer, check.